After deciding to relocate to the UK, Mr. Beppo began paying closer attention to migration stories, particularly from Canada, the US, and the UK. One of the key attractions for him was hourly pay. Unlike Nigeria's monthly salary system, workers abroad could be paid by the hour, day, or week. This system offered flexibility for employees and accountability for employers, a sharp contrast to Nigeria where pay often remained the same regardless of output. Beppo was fascinated by how much people could earn abroad, $150 to $250 daily, with some making even more. Skilled workers like carpenters, barbers, and maintenance staff sometimes earned up to $500 a day. He realized that learning a skill could be a ticket to success abroad. In fact, during his last break, Beppo had taken up painting to prepare himself. He also observed how the JAMB trend, mass migration, was growing rapidly. Health workers, graduates, and others were fleeing Nigeria for better opportunities. Many went under the guise of education, often borrowing heavily or selling everything they owned. Some even committed fraud to raise money for relocation. Beppo had seen it firsthand, like Mr. Naku, a staff member who vanished with a $2 million loan. However, not all stories were negative. His former colleague, Sola, had relocated with her husband and was thriving. They had borrowed over $4 million to make the move but were now earning well and managing in Manchester. Sola reassured Beppo that his own relocation would be easier. His wife was already working as a nurse in the UK, his kids were in school, and he had a teaching job lined up. Sola praised the UK's healthcare system. Her asthmatic daughter had a seizure and got help within minutes. Even her daughter's birthday in the hospital became a memorable event, with nurses and doctors showering the child with gifts. Yet, Beppo was realistic. He knew life abroad wasn't perfect. Some people got stranded, relationships broke down under pressure. Like Hope, an accountant who relocated for his studies, only to be abandoned by his wife who was supposed to support him financially. Beppo remembered the words of a former neighbor, "The same rain waters sugarcane and bitter leaf, yet they taste different." Success or failure depended on individual circumstances and choices. He also saw contrasting stories, Rike, who within 3 years in the US had bought 2 houses in Ibadan, versus Akindele, an older migrant who couldn't even bring his children over after 7 years. Akindele described the US as a place where you work for every cent. He warned that even retired Nigerian elites ended up doing hard labor abroad. Beppo took all these stories in. He wasn't naive. He knew relocation wasn't magic, it was work, sacrifice, and the right timing. But he was ready, for his family, for the future, and for the dream of a better life.